So as I've already quoted several times this week, that Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 10 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And you look at the next part of that text of Scripture, it says right there, the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is the beginning of understanding. And so what the Bible is telling us right here is if we want to have understanding, if we want to have wisdom, then we're going to have to know God. We're going to have to know Him. We're going to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. If we don't have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, then we're not going to know knowledge. We're not going to have wisdom. If we don't have a fear of God through a knowledge of God, an understanding of God, an awe of God, a reverence of God, we're not going to be able to have wisdom. And if we don't have knowledge of the Holy One, which we're going to talk about through the next couple of days, then we're not going to have knowledge. We're not going to have any knowledge within us whatsoever. So as we begin to understand that, the reason why is because God is wisdom. God is knowledge. So it's not just about possessing wisdom. It's not just about possessing knowledge. It's about knowing who knowledge is and knowing who wisdom is. Notice I didn't say what, but I said who. Bible says something interesting in Psalm 111 and verse 9. It says this. It says, He has sent redemption to His people. He has ordained His covenant forever. Holy and awesome is His name. Holy and awesome is His name, according to Psalm 111 and verse 9. Holy and awesome is His name. So as we begin to think about that, we're going to look more about the holiness of God starting tomorrow. In the next couple of days, we're going to look at the holiness of God, but we've been talking about the fear of God. So holy and awesome is His name. And so in the biblical days, the name of an individual was a representation of who they are. And so if holy and awesome is His name, that is who God is. He is holy. He is awesome. Now, the interesting thing about the word awesome, or the name awesome, right, it says it's His name. It's not just the word, but the name of God is awesome. Of course, we recognize right off the bat awe, and so we get that word awe out of awesome, or the word awesome rather comes out of the word, from the root word awe, and so the word awesome is literally a manifestation of the awe. And so if we're in awe of something, we look at something, we're just in outright awe of who that is, of what that is, we'll say, well, that is awesome. We're awestruck. We're in awe over who that is, and God is awesome. That is His name. So remember, as we looked at the other day as well, we looked at what the fear of God is, and the fear of God is to be in awe of God. To be in awe of God, to be in awe of God literally is to be in fear of God. Again, not afraid of Him, but just awestruck by God. You're awestruck about His nature, His character, and attributes, and all of what makes God God. Even the unapproachable things, even the unknowable things. You're awestruck over all of the awesomeness of God. So holy and awesome is His name, because that is who He is, the true nature of His character. And so to be in awe of God is to recognize that God truly is awesome. We're awestruck, who is awesomeness, the fact that we are in awe over who He is. You see, it's not just about knowing stuff, having all kinds of stuff stuck up here in our head, but it's about knowing Him. When we know Him, we know He is awesome. We stand in awe of who he is.